After watching this video, you will never have a lack of motivation again. I always get asked, where do I find this motivation from? And in this video, I really want to share with you what I do and how you can do it too. So let's get right into it. To really bring this first point across, I want to start with the imagination. So you need to imagine yourself something. Before we get into it, I want to give you a quick disclaimer, because this will sound a bit harsh now, but it's important so you really get my point. So imagine yourself, you're somebody that wants to go to the gym 5 times a week, and sometimes you have the motivation, sometimes you don't, sometimes you skip it, sometimes you go, and you're just not very consistent. Now the mafia comes around, and they say to you, if you don't go 7 times a week every day to the gym for 3 years, and you eat clean, we will kill your parents. Okay? Really imagine yourself this scenario. Or do you think that you're going to miss any gym session for the next 3 years? Because your parents will die, they will kill your parents if you don't go to the gym for the next 3 years. Do you think you would actually skip the gym for 1 day or eat something bad for 1 day? I promise you, you won't. I actually promise you. So what I wanted to share with you with this scenario was that it's just about the motivation. What is your driving force to do something? If your driving force is not hard enough or strong enough, then you will skip the gym some days. But if you have a very strong motivation and you really want to do something and you know it's extremely worth it, I need to do it, then you're going to do it. It's as simple as that. And that brings me to the first point, which is, what is your dream? What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve? Write them down. What is it that you really want to achieve? Is it a car? Is it a mansion? Is it a new girlfriend? Is it looking good? Is it having a six-pack? It can be whatever you want. What is your dream? That's very individual. For me, it's something completely different than it is for you. And that's okay like this. It's important that you just write down your dream. What is it that you really want to achieve? So once you wrote that down, I want you to look at it and ask yourself a very simple question. Look at it and ask yourself, would I run a marathon every day for the next 30 days to have the reward in 30 days? And that actually tells you if it's actually worth pursuing this dream or if you need to make it stronger. Because if you would not do that, if you wouldn't run a marathon for the next 30 days every day to have the reward in 30 days, then you need to make the dream stronger. The motivation is not hard enough. You need to actually have a very strong motivation. Make it as strong as just possible. If you want to have that car, make it stronger. I want to have the better car or this better car. And you actually do something extremely hard and actually go through so much pain to actually have this goal and achieve it. If you do that, if you actually are able and you want to do whatever is in your hands to achieve it, then you know you have a right intention, you have a right motivation. So the key here is to make it as strong as just humanly possible, so you don't have a doubt that you will do whatever it takes to actually achieve it and receive the reward at the end. So once you got that, let's move on to the second point. And the second point also starts with kind of imagination. So I want you to imagine yourself, who are you as a person once you achieve this goal? Who is your future self? And imagine yourself is knocking on the door and wanted to shake your hands. Imagine yourself and ask yourself, who is the person that is in front of me, my future self, that has achieved this goal? What character traits has he? And what skills does he have? What things can he do? And what did he did? And all these kind of things. So imagine yourself, what kind of person is the person that is standing in front of you, aka your future self that already achieved the goal. So really ask yourself, what are his character traits? What are his achievements? How does his personality look like? What skills does he have? How does his lifestyle look like? What does he work? And all these kind of things. So really imagine yourself, what is the person that is standing in front of you, aka your future self? Really try to think not only what does he has achieved, but also what character traits and how is he as a person. Like, Is he strong? Has he discipline? And all these kind of things. Really imagine yourself. If your goal is to have a six-pack, then imagine yourself this person with a six-pack. Because that is the person that you're going to get. It's a person that you're going to shake hands with. And yeah, it's just about the imagination, and also write it all down. Because that will give you so much motivation that you will never ever have a lack of motivation ever again. I can actually promise you, if you do that correctly, you won't. So once we did these two big things, so first of all, we wrote down what your biggest dreams are. The dreams that you really want to achieve the absolute most. And second, we wrote down what the person looks like that has already achieved the goal, aka your future self. What are his personality, what are his character traits, and all these kind of things. So once we did these two things, we start implementing that in our day-to-day life. So what do I mean with that? What I mean with that is we start visualizing the things that we want to achieve. And we do that with a vision board. I don't know if you have done a vision board before, but it always helped me visualizing my goals and actually seeing them very tangible. So now I'm going to share with you a picture of my old vision board, so you can really imagine yourself how this could look like. It's also very important to say that that's actually something very, very unique. It's very personal. So if you look at my vision board or you look at somebody else's vision board and you think, no, that's not really what I want to achieve, then that's fine. Just make what you want to achieve. Show your dreams. So if you look at it, nobody else, if just you look at it, you think, yes, that's exactly what I want to achieve. That motivates me. If I see this vision board, it helps me actually visualizing the dreams that I have. And it's not about anybody else's dream, it's about your dream and your dream only. So if you follow these 3 steps and you actually apply them, I promise you, you will look at the world differently and you will have so much more joy in your life, because you always know what you're doing it for and you will never have a lack of motivation again. And now that you stayed to this part of the video, I really thank you for watching this video to the end, and I hope you got some real value out of it. And on that note, I'm going to see you in the next one.